Okay, so if you are struggling with these right here, I'll do a quick one, but make sure that you're going back and watching that video if you need to. All right, let's get refocused here. All right, so remember I've got my absolute value side that I write twice, and then my positive negative side, right? So 2c plus 8, I write this twice, 2c plus 8, and I write 10c, I keep it positive, and negative 10c. Right, so I'm going to subtract 2c, subtract 2c. 8 equals 8c, divide by 8, divide by 8, and c equals 1. I'm moving fast because this was your homework and you had all last week, so I'm hoping you've gotten this far. All right, if not, you should have pressed pause. So once I give you those instructions, solve these on your own and then come back and check with me, okay? Minus 2c, minus 2c. 8 equals negative 12c. Divide by negative 12, divide by negative 12. I'm going to reduce this fraction so it's easier. Dividing both of those by 4, so I've got c equals negative, negative 2/3. Okay. Okay. And I plug those back in to see if those are both correct. Okay. So now I'm going to move on, and I'm going to let you plug those in. You know how to plug in equations. Let's go to 38. All right, so 38, yeah, it's a little bit different, right? So I've got this 2 out front. Well, this is my absolute value side. Okay, that does not change. So 3k minus 2 equals, and 3k minus 2 do not have enough room. You should get those written so you have enough room to work. 3k minus 2 equals, and I'm going to write this just the same, but this is my positive negative side, not my absolute value side. So I've got this. I'm going to change those parentheses, those 2 parentheses like that. Okay. Now, 3k minus 2 equals, now here's the kicker, ready? I have to distribute a negative, right? But I also have to distribute this 2. So I'm going to distribute that negative 2. Okay, so 3k minus 2. If you don't remember this, if you don't remember distributing a negative, please go back and rewatch the video, okay, of day 2. 2k plus 4. 3k minus 2 equals negative 2k minus 4. Okay, now we solve these 2 equations. Okay, from here, I think you've got it. All right, subtract k, and so on and so forth. And right, it doesn't ask you for any extraneous answers, so you should be fine. I can do another one. I'll do number, I don't know what number this is, 40. All right, so pick an absolute value side, pick a positive negative side, right? So I always go with the left as my absolute value side, my positive negative side. Yeah, so this one I write the same, right? 4w minus 1. And that's equal to 3, 4w plus 2. So this is the one I didn't change, right? And then I'm going to write this other equation. I'm going to do it right here, since I don't have a ton of room right there. So I've got 2, 4w minus 1. Right? Because think about the way we've been doing this. We've been dropping the absolute value, and we've been writing this twice, right? So I'm dropping the absolute value, but this is still on the inside multiplying, right? And I can't get rid of it, because then if I divide by 2, it would just be a mess, right? Equals, but if this is my positive negative side, what else do I need to distribute? A 3, a negative, right? So I'm going to make that negative, that 3 negative, so I distribute them together. Okay, so with both of them, I've got 8w minus 2 equals 12w plus 6, and then go ahead and solve that. And over here, I've got 8w minus 2 equals negative 12w minus 6, and solve that as well. All right. All right. And you're going to get a decimal of refraction for one of those answers. All right? Let's see. 42, 43. What other ones can I help you with? I think those were really the tough ones. Let's look at... Oh, okay. Let's look here. This is number, I don't know, before 47. 45. So number 45, right? So starting from 300 feet away, a car drives towards you. Then it passes you at a speed of 48 feet per second. The distance, d, in feet, of the car from you after t seconds is given by this equation. What times is the car 60 feet away from you? Well, they give you a number to plug in, right? Because we have a variable with we have an equation with two missing variables. Well, what does 60 represent? Does it represent d, distance, or t, time? 60 feet represents the d, distance, right? And they're looking for seconds. So plug it in, right? So once I get 60 equals 300 minus 48t. What do you think I could do with this? Can I have an absolute value side and a positive negative side? Absolutely, right? So I've got 300 minus 48t equals 60, and 300 minus 48t equals, you guessed it, negative 60, okay? So solve those, okay? Let's see. Oh, yeah. I want you to think about 46. I gave you a lot of extra questions on this, and I'm really sorry, okay? But you had all last week of maps with no math homework, and I felt bad, so I wanted to give you some. You randomly survey students about year-round school resorts that is shown in this graph. Oh, I loved this one. I was really excited to give you guys this one. Okay, so the error given in the graph means that the actual percent could be 5 more or 5 less than the percent surveyed, right? So from 32, we might be 5 more, we might be 5 less. From 68, might be 5 more, might be 5 less, right? So we have our mean, and then the distance from the mean, right? So we've got 32% would be our mean, and then how far are we from the mean, right? 5 this way and 5 this way. So essentially this would be, let's see if that's what they're asking you for. Yeah, yes, oh my gosh, that's exactly what they're asking you for. Write and solve an absolute value equation to find the least and the greatest percentage of students who could be in favor, so in favor of year-round school, right? Well, think about your equation. You've got x, they want you to use x, minus, well, what's your mean? What's your average? I literally just told you, right? And then how far are the possible answers from there, right? And if you did the math in your head, you know these answers. So if you write this all out, you've got it, okay? Go ahead and take a second and do that problem, please. Okay, you are going to have test questions like this. So make sure that you're understanding this, and make sure you're asking me questions through Remind or send me an email. But there's a lot of these I'm trying to give you examples of, okay? So hopefully you've solved this on your own, because I'm going to show you the answer, but I want you to have it done on your own first, okay? Get as far as you possibly can. What do you think should go there? Put it there, okay? And it's x minus 32, because that's our mean, right? And that can be 5 above or 5 below. And if you think about it, x minus 35 equals 5, x minus, 35 equals negative 5, right? That's how we set up this equation. Let me write that so you can actually read it. Right? You know that if this is the equation, this is how we set it up. Okay? Add 35, and x equals 40. Is that the number that you got? And add 35. Oh, whoops, it's 32. Sorry. I didn't think I remembered them being that nice. And even 32, 32. I didn't remember it being 40, so I was a little bit curious. Sorry, so 37 and 32, 32, 32. Different signs differ. My positive is bigger, and we're at 27. So those are the two answers, right? Those are the two. It's the least and the greatest percentage. All right? Let's see. Anything else on this one that I should go over? Oh, you can do the next part, B. Let's look at number 48. The recommended weight of a soccer ball is 430 grams. The actual weight allowed is to vary up to 20 grams. So, ready? What's the mid weight? What's our mean? What's our middle ground? 430. How far can you go this way? 20. How far can you go that way? 20. Right? That's exactly what that's saying. So you are going to write and solve this equation. Okay? If you need me to do more than that now, gosh darn it, I hope I haven't been blurry for a while. If you need me to do more than this, let me know. You know I'll make you a video and I'll help you out, okay? Let's see. Yeah. Let's keep going. Oh, I assigned you a lot. I love it. I love that I assigned you so much. You can find the errors on 49 and 50, 51. You can do those. Those are just solving. You're just saying if there's one solution, two solution, or no solution. If you want to turn this in, like I said, and you don't do so well, but you want to see those answers so you can check them, that's fine, but give it a try first, because this is going to be really good for your test review, okay? So I'm not showing you the paper because my answers are on there. The statement. Yeah, give it a try. Here we go. Let's look at number 55. No, those are good for you. For 81, use a geometric formula to solve the problem. A square has an area of 81. Find the side length. Oh, this is all review. Perfect. So that's all review. So you can do all of that. Great. Hopefully you got that. Send me a message if you need anything more. Okay?